Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings and day 4? Is it 4? Yeah, we're on day 4 of my holiday beer extravaganza. Um, I know I said I was going to be doing these videos live all week, and then I realized that today I'm going pretty much directly from work to the Jets game. No time in between to do a video, and I don't want to do a beer video before I leave for work in the morning. So I'm pre-recording this one. Um, yeah, and today's beer, I am gonna. I'm basically doing this one because yesterday we did a thing where we let our live viewers choose what the beer was. Only one person chimed in. That was Brew Beer for Breakfast, Fact for Snacks. Carl Ekstrand jumped in like a few seconds too late and voted for this next beer. So I'm going to do that one right now for Carl. So, Carl, I hope you're watching. This one is from the Trans Canada Brewing Company, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and it is called Cold Winter's Night. It is a Cascadian dark ale. Comes in at 6.5% alcohol and 60 IBUs. It is an exclusive to this Christmas 4-pack, which was the same as the beer we did yesterday. It says, like being immersed in a pine forest with a touch of chocolate and bright aromatics, this brew is reminiscent of a peaceful stroll through a Christmas tree farm on a cold winter's night. Well, that sounds just lovely. I'm going to crack this open right now. And because I pre-recorded this, Carl, you got a shaklook today. You got a shaklook. I didn't have to hold up a fake shaklook because we had a shaklook. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my officially branded Trans Canada Brewing beer glass. Let's check this out. That's pretty dark. Of course, I believe the name was Cascadian Dark Ale, so I guess I should not be surprised by that. The head on that, very reminiscent color-wise of the cranberry beer we did yesterday, which was fantastic, by the way. Um, the nose on this completely different. Of course, it's not a cranberry beer, so of course, why would it be the same? Uh, I get a piney note, but it's not super strong. I kind of figured they'd be doubling down on the piney hops on this one. But on the nose, it's not really coming through that much. It is coming through a little bit, but it's not overpowering. Uh, but I don't get anything else. Like this said something about chocolate, didn't it? Yeah, it said something about chocolate and bright aromatics. There's a bright note to this, but really on the nose, I'm not getting much chocolate. All right, but it's not the nose that matters. It is the taste that matters. So we're going to go in and have a sip. Cheers, my friends. Okay. Um, it is a little piney. I do get a piney note in there for sure. Especially on the back end. Like I've got a real like kind of the aftertaste is pretty strong on the pininess. Um, would I say like that if I had this and it didn't have Christmas sort of you know labeling and everything, would it make me think of the holidays? Not so sure. I mean, it is pretty piney. It is pretty piney. So yeah, the more I sip it, the more I get that. So definitely, and there's you definitely get a hoppy bitterness to it. But it's also got kind of a smooth finish as well. This is a really interesting beer. Um, I said before, I was expecting to kind of double down on the piney hops. And I'm sorry, I'm not good at remembering which hops off the top of my head give the piney note. Assuming Cascade, because Cascadian Dark. So I'm assuming there's a lot of Cascade hops in there if that's the case. Yeah, it definitely has that piney note. Quite strong on the back end. A little bit of a bitter finish. But there's a smoothness on the finish too, which is kind of interesting. It's a really interesting beer. I like it. It's not something I could drink all the time. Whereas the cranberry beer we did yesterday, I could drink a lot of those cranberry beers. That was really good. But I think it kind of like nails the Christmas thing. The more I think about it, like it does, because of like you combine the can art with that little bit of piney taste, and yeah, suddenly I do kind of feel like strolling around the trees and stuff. I get that part of the notes. Yeah, it's a decent beer. Not something I drink all the time, but pretty decent. So far, this is the first one I've had from the 4-pack. So there are, what else was there? There was a chocolate orange beer, I think was one of them. There was a gingerbread. What were they? I've got them right over here. Irish coffee Imperial Stout. Stocking stuffer orange pale ale. So not chocolate orange, just orange. And Yule log ginger snap golden ale. I have not tried any of these yet. So this is the first out of the 4-pack that I have tried. But I did try the cranberry yesterday and really enjoyed that. So I've got videos coming up the rest of this week. I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Christmas Eve. So I will get to all these for sure. I've also got another Good Neighbor one in there, and who knows, there might be another Christmas surprise that might come up. Curious to see how all these are. This one's pretty decent, not exceptional. So I wouldn't say go out and buy the 4-pack just based on this beer. But if the other ones all sound very interesting, and this is probably the riskiest of all of them, are just like the name and everything. I wasn't quite sure what to get. Like this, I expect will taste like Bailey's. This I expect will taste like oranges. This I expect will taste like gingerbread. This one wasn't 100% sure what we were going to get out of it. But no, it's pretty good, pretty decent. As I said, doing videos, and then I'll be back to live tomorrow and be doing live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. And I hope you can join me for those. All right, I'm done rambling for now. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. Cheers.